Morning.
Last Friday, George and Ariel told us their stories, their experiences about playing so early, like 11 a.m. games. Wondering if you can share your own experience in that regard, and just in general as well, your thoughts on the timing of this game, the scheduling for this game.
Yeah, I don't think I've played in a morning game since I was, U7 or 8. It's an interesting one, but look, we got to play the games. For us, the mission doesn't change. We want to go out and win a game, and we want to win this cup. It's no secret. So, should be a fun one to have pregame meal at 7:30 a.m.
What are you gonna eat?
It's a good question. I don't know if I can do pasta that early, so probably gonna be some other carbs, toast, whatever, fruit, yogurt, but yeah, we'll see.
And if I may, I don't know if you're gonna play tomorrow, but what was your routine like in the past? Well, yesterday and today. How do you organize your life in such a short turnaround?
Yeah, luckily for me, I've had experience dealing with this type of stuff, traveling, going from city to city. I kind of know my routine and how I kind of deal with it. Just lots of sleep, lots of recovery, things all in your control. Obviously, like I said, the game time is not really in our control, but the best we can do is just do whatever we can to get ready for tomorrow, and make sure that we win.
Charles, boom.
Hey, this is Charles Bell with MLS Soccer. I'm writing about Laurent this week, and I was just, now that you've got a few months with him, especially all that time you guys spent on the road together, I was wondering if you could share your early impressions of what he's like as a coach, how you guys work, what he's like as a person.
Yeah, he's great. Fantastic person, first and foremost. A guy who knows how to lead, a guy that is okay with, being misunderstood at times when, he's teaching us his philosophy or things about life, things of that nature, and very personal coach. He connects with each person individually, and on top of that, we love his style of play, and we love the things that we're seeing when we're playing at our best. I think we trust in that process, and trust where we are now is going to be completely different from where we are, even in the summer coming up and by the end of the year. So he's been fantastic for us, and it's going to continue to be that way.
Elias. Elias.
Sorry, Pat. Hi, Joe. Last year, when you guys went through a little bit of a rough patch, Canadian Championship almost served as a little bit of a reset, but maybe a change of scenery, a change of competition. Are you guys looking at maybe the Canadian Championship again as maybe a way to get back in the win column after three games with no win?
No, I think it's I don't necessarily call it as that much of a rough patch. I think we should have got a better result against Orlando, and a fantastic point on the road against Columbus. And I don't think it's the same situation at all as last year when the Canadian Championship came around. We're not pushing the panic button whatsoever on anything that we're doing and any of the process that we're doing. It's just happens to fall in this week after a pretty tough loss, but we're looking forward to it, and it's all we have is today, to do what we can today to prepare for tomorrow, and then all we have is competition. Like I said, it's not a secret that we want to win it. So we're excited for the game tomorrow.
Charlie O'Connor.
Hey Joel, obviously you have quite a bit of experience at this point playing against CPL teams and playing against Forge in particular. Just what have you learned that maybe some of the key focuses are in these games, and how familiar are you at this point with obviously how Forge like to play?
Yeah, very familiar. I feel like we play them every year. It's fun though. Very, very good team. The biggest message, for me and to the boys is going to be not to take it lightly. I don't care who we're playing. Forge have won 4 out of 5 times, I believe, and very, very good footballing team. They know how to play football, very well coached. Obviously, Bobby knows how to win, and those guys know how to win. So that's the main message is never to go into these games lightly. Obviously, you saw with St. Laurent beating Halifax, anything can happen in these competitions. So that's going to be the biggest message, and obviously give respect where respect is due, but never to fear anybody. Like I said, we're going to try and win this competition, and Forge is just in our way. So we're going to go out and obviously try and win the game.
Hi Joel, I'm just curious. Does the team change the preparation when it's a two-leg matchup like this year instead of a one-game elimination like the year before?
I don't think there's any change from our side. The two legs obviously makes it a bit more interesting. You get a home and away. Every fan, gets to see their team play in the competition, which is great. So, like I said, from our vantage point, every single game we try and win the game. We're not trying to change our tactics or how we play or how we approach them. And I'm sure they're thinking the same way. So, it's a home and away, and we're going to go out and try and win both games and do our best like we always do.
You guys aren't the only Montreal team in the competition right now. Is there any plans for the group to maybe go out to the Saint Laurent match when they play TFC on Monday?
Yeah, potentially. I heard some guys talking about it. We would love to go watch that team play TFC. Fantastic accomplishment from Saint Laurent, and fully deserved. I was unable to watch the game. We were at our sponsor event, but even the sponsors at our table, we had the biggest sponsor for Saint Laurent at our table, and he was catching some of the games. So they have lots of support, and even if we can't make it, we're wishing them all the best.
Joel, you've been on the other side of a CPL versus MLS matchup before from your time at Cavalry. Just wondering, how maybe you think Forge are approaching this one, and maybe the platform it could be for them to play against the MLS team.
Yeah, it's a big day. It's a big day for them, I'm sure. I mean, they've done it twice already. We've obviously played them twice, and both times they've played really, really well. So for them, it's another great accomplishment too. You know what I mean? They've won tons of things in the CPL. They've been in CONCACAF Champions League. They've experienced so much with their club. So they should have no reason to feel like they can't match up. So for us, like I said, our message is going to be to come into this game and be full force and not take them lightly. So for us, it doesn't matter who we're playing, whether CPL, MLS, it doesn't matter. They're a very good squad, and they know how to win, and they're very well coached. So we got to come prepared. We got to come ready.
Oui et non, dans le sens où le turnover il est très rapide et c'est un petit peu challenging, mais sinon je pense que c'est l'idéal dans le sens où on a envie j'espère de rattraper, on va dire, ce qui s'est passé en termes de résultats et le moins il y a 2 jours qui se passent entre une performance décevante, et le mieux c'est pour tout le monde de pouvoir prouver autre chose.
Vous parlez du quick turnaround, justement, comment vous avez organisé les derniers jours, la journée d'hier, aujourd'hui, comment vous prévoyez organiser l'horaire pour être sûr d'avoir une préparation optimale pour demain?
Ouais, bah, c'est jamais idéal, mais bon, on s'adapte. On a des joueurs qui sont prêts à rentrer. On va essayer de trouver le bon mix entre apporter de la fraîcheur et pas trop, on va dire, compromettre la continuité de ce qu'on avait fait jusqu'à présent en termes de relations et de game fitness. Donc on va essayer de jouer avec ces éléments-là et on sera très compétitif demain.
Prochaine question de Simon Sarment. Bonjour Laurent.
Bonjour.
Le CF, ça fait quand même différent de ce match-là en général?
Bon, c'est un match historique un petit peu pour les deux clubs. C'est une grosse entre les différences de division et le nombre de fois où ils s'affrontent, c'est quand même intéressant et ça doit être, j'imagine, très excitant pour, euh, pour eux de nous affronter, comme ça l'est pour nous, un challenge. C'est une très belle équipe qui joue bien au ballon et qui propose beaucoup de challenges, on va dire, sur la façon dont ils bougent l'opposition. Donc voilà, ça va être un petit match intéressant. Est-ce qu'ils vont changer leur approche face à nous? On ne sait pas, on verra. Mais on s'attend à des joueurs qui ont des claires idées, très bien coachés, à savoir comment ils veulent arriver dans les 16 mètres adverses et en passant par le jeu. Donc on va voir. Peut-être que ponctuellement, au niveau de leur stratégie, ils vont faire quelque chose de différent vu que c'est un match en aller-retour. Mais on s'attend à une belle équipe et ultra motivée et très fraîche.
Maxime Poulain. Salut Laurent.
Salut.
Petite question, tu sais, on a beaucoup de blessés dans l'équipe, là. Courtois, Martinez, il y avait Sosa, Yankov, beaucoup Lassie et Saliba qui n'étaient pas dispo ce week-end. Est-ce qu'on peut espérer voir au moins un ou deux joueurs qui vont être dispo demain ou c'est le même type d'alignement?
C'est le même.
Ok, parfait. Merci, réponse rapide.
De rien. Mais ils sont en très bonne voie pour récupérer au mieux. On est très content de le statut d'évolution de leur situation.
In English, Elias.
Merci, good morning.
Morning.
I was wondering if you talked about the quick turnover, but also the fact that this game is at 11 a.m. Some of the players talked about how it's been years since they've been in this kind of situation. How do you, as a technical staff and a group focused on preparing the team for this game, how do you go about a game that happens so early in the morning?
Well, it's early for both teams, so no, it's no excuse. We're gonna talk everything tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna have a breakfast, 2 reminders, and go play a soccer game. No excuse.
Charlie O'Connor. Thanks. Hi, Laurent. I know
Hi.
you addressed it French already, but maybe could you tell us a little bit about how familiar you are with Forge as an opponent and with the Canadian Premier League as a level?
Yeah, we've been watching a lot with the staff, the Forge, but they know them really well too, and we know how well coached they are, and their capacity to try to move the oppositions and try to use overload out wide and create numerical advantage and rotations to arrive in the last third in quality time with numbers and those half spaces entries that they're looking for. We know it's a good soccer team. The only question would be, are they going to change their strategy and their approach against us? We'll find out, but we certainly prepare to face a team really good technically and ultra motivated in terms of their approach, and potentially a little bit more fresh too, but it's not an excuse.
Donc, question de Nicolas.
Ouais, je me demande si vous avez peut-être une histoire qui vous est chère par rapport à un match de coupe que vous auriez joué à l'époque où vous jouiez ou plutôt dans votre carrière d'entraîneur. C'est toujours des contextes spéciaux. On n'est jamais à l'abri il y a de belles surprises toujours. Alors, je me demandais si vous aviez une anecdote à vous partager là-dessus.
No, as a player, I was lucky. I mean, I didn't do much, but I was lucky to play a quarter final in France. It was really. Je suis perdu. J'ai eu la chance de jouer un quart ou un demi en France. Et c'était vraiment super riche. Je me rappelle en Espagne des séances de penalty contre l'Atlético Madrid. C'était vraiment un moment pour nous vraiment intéressant. Voilà, au niveau des émotions. Après, c'est surtout de l'autre côté que je me mets. Et en fait, l'équipe qui doit attaquer contre l'équipe qui est plus rankée au niveau de la ligue. Et c'est à quel point ils veulent votre peau. tout ce qui est très beau dans la coupe. Et en France, ça commence vraiment au niveau très très bas amateur, et c'est la beauté du truc. Il y a vraiment des équipes vraiment du bas niveau entre guillemets qui ont vraiment qui mettent à mal les équipes de première et deuxième division. Et c'est vraiment la beauté dans tout le foot qu'on peut trouver, c'est que dans le foot, tout peut arriver à n'importe quel niveau, et c'est ce que les fans ils aiment. Donc c'est vraiment, on est conscient de l'approche particulière que ça peut être pour une équipe qui est de division inférieure, et avec tous les petits jeux à côté qu'il peut y avoir. Mais non, c'est vraiment particulier, on est content.
Il n'y a pas d'autres mains levées, pas d'autres questions pour nos